Welcome back to Thirroul Beach for round 4 of the Summer Surf. We've seen the Iron Men and Iron Women go round, Jack. Now we have the board races. So much carnage, so much action, but there's plenty more to come.
Oh, plenty of action there in the Iron Men and Iron Women, Josh. As you said, now our shorter races, our board race, our swim race, these are going to be interesting.
One time around the cans, you've got to think the likes of Lizzie Wellborn, the silver medalist at the Australian Championship, will be one to watch, but there's a host of girls here who are trying to knock her off, including Jordan White. She's a bit of a dark horse. She's a tough racer. I like her in this one. The girls make their way in. 16 girls will go out around the cans. One trip only, short, sharp and fast. Jordan Mercer off to a flyer.
Jordan Mercer's off to a great start. She's back though. There's 3 or 4 girls that have gone past her through this little wave zone. One of them's Danielle McKenzie. She paddled really well in her Iron Woman. She's been fantastic so far in the Summer Surf. Little backwash here is going to pick up the girls.
I don't think the girls are used to that. Look at Carly Nerthen. She's gone off and it's shot out. Oh, so's Jordan Mercer. So if it's not the waves coming in, it's the waves going back out. What is this place at Thirroul? Absolute carnage for these competitors. Danielle McKenzie handles it like an absolute dream.
Those girls going off the beach look like they were shot out of a cannon. They're not used to going at that speed.
Oh, you're not used to getting a wave on the way out as well as on the way in. So it's Danielle McKenzie there. It looks like Maddie Pryor on her inside going around the Warilla Barrack Point cap about half an hour down the road. Georgia Miller led the Iron Woman, came unstuck. Can she get a victory here? We've got 3 at the moment. One girl who didn't get the best start. That shore break really hurt her was Lizzie Wellborn.
Yeah, Lizzie Wellborn's a young gun, certainly another one to watch. Another young gun there is Carly Nerthen. She's stuck back behind the pack trying to make her way back into this race.
There we saw how much of havoc it was caused. They're not used to it. One girl, no dramas at all. There is Maddie Pryor on the inside. Look at her, down on her stomach, really high rating compared to the other girls. She knows how important it is to get to this can first and make the most of the runners on the way in. Georgia Miller pushed 3 wide and we see how much of a difference it makes.
Maddie Pryor's making her way up on the inside, Josh. You've caught her around the apex. She's got the best line into this final can for the trip home.
We've seen how tight and close this racing is. Only short, so these girls pushing so hard at the moment. They make their way inside the can. Oh, a little bit of push and shove from Danielle McKenzie.
That's what you like to see, particularly in this women racing. Probably doesn't happen as much as the men's, but these girls can use these cans to their advantage, pushing girls on the inside, pushing them into it, not allowing them an easy run around.
All legal racing, but tough racing, and that's what we like to see in the Summer of Surf. Georgia Miller makes her way home. We can see everyone starting to lift on these runners. A few coming into the mix there. Looks like Tara Coleman starting to work her way home as well. Georgia Miller, but still out in front. Maddie Pryor and Danielle McKenzie, both former professional Iron Women, both great board paddlers. Jordan Mercer looks like she's on a runner as well, so she's working her way back into this race, and there's a wave on. There is a wave on. It looks like we're going to have a jag here. It's out the back, it's big, but can McKenzie get down one out in front? She's done all the hard work, but it won't mean anything. There's a jag. It's jag time, and it's a party wave. We've got ourselves 2, 4, 6, 7 in this one. So 7 up the beach here, and we're going to have a huge sprint finish. Danielle McKenzie, you've got to feel sorry for her. She's done all the hard work.
She led the race, and now we're going to have a sprint to the finish. These girls have got to get themselves across this bank, over the little potholes, and who's up? Who's going to win this
Lizzie
one to the finish?
Wellborn's up first. Danielle McKenzie pushes hard. Jordan Mercer's coming late, but Danielle McKenzie gets there. So led from start to finish. Did it the hard way, but Danielle McKenzie gets across the line by the narrowest of margins ahead of Georgia Miller and Jordan Mercer there. What a performance from her. A huge paddle. Miller and Mercer will definitely be happy with their performances, as will Tara Coleman, and Lizzie Wellborn has come from near last place to finish inside the top 5. So a great job from those girls in the first National Real Estate Women's Board Race Final.
Congratulations, Danielle.
Thank
well
you very
done.
much, John.
Terrific.
Oh, it's awesome to have you
Thank you
down
very
on the
much.
beach watching.
Yep, no,
Yeah,
it was
wicked.
excellent. Great race.
Great race, how'd you go?
Oh, I mean, it was tough. The start, not the best. Got off, got this wicked backwash, came out of nowhere, and you just, honestly, I felt like it's going 100 miles an hour. And yeah, just to keep that all the way around, and unlucky that everyone else came down a wave, but I just knew after that iron and losing the finish, I just knew it was for me, all for me for that race.
Well, sisters doing it for themselves at the finish, and Danielle McKenzie slides into second place on the overall point score behind young gun Gemma Smith, who's established a 12-point lead ahead of some more fancied rivals. The likes of Kirsty Higginson, Alex Nolan, Maddie Pryor and Amy Nerthen will certainly look to